Welcome to balances.com. Today we'd like to introduce you to the A&D FX series. Today we have the FX 300IN. This is a 300 gram by 1 milligram balance. It is a force restoration balance, and we'd like to show you some of the features today. We'll start off with, you'll notice the balance has a sprint bubble indicator in the front so that you can level your balance. Leveling the balance is critical because you want to have your mass perpendicular to your weigh cell. So you always, especially dealing with a milligram balance or anything greater, you always have to have your bubble level. So I don't know if the camera can actually pick this up, but as I adjust the feet, the bubble's moving. So the sprint bubble indicator helps you level the balance. Some other nice features about the balance, you'll notice that we have SIT's keypad button. It's very simple. We have an on-off, a cal, a mode button. We would press the mode button to go through each of the weigh modes. So right now the balance is in grams. By simply pressing the mode key, the first is piece count. So this balance has the parts counting mode. This is percent mode. Then we have ounces, pounds, troy ounces, carats. This is mummies, that's used over in like India. Pennyweight, a jeweler would use pennyweight for weighing scrap gold. This is teal, which is used overseas, and we're back to grams. So you can see the balance is very easy to switch the weigh modes. Competitor models out there, I know with like the Sartorius, on a lot of the Sartorius models, you can only toggle between two weigh modes. So the A&D, it's a lot easier for you to change the weigh modes. You also have a print button. This print button would be used if you had the scale connected to the optional A&D printer, or if you were connecting it to a PC and you wanted to do some data acquisition. And then we have the tear button, which is an orange-red color, so someone can easily notice it to zero out the balance. So on the milligram balances, A&D has three models. They have the FX 120, then they have the 200 and the 300. All the balances use the same housing. They all come with the draft shield. This is a plastic draft shield. The lid is removable, so one can be operating the balance by just dipping their hand in there. There's three other models, the 1200, 2000, and 3000, and on those balances they do not come with the draft shield, and the platform size on the 1200 to the 3000 would be 5.9 inches in diameter versus this balance here, the milligram balance, the diameter of the platform is 5.1 inches. And that's very large for a milligram balance in this price category. Some additional features that I'd like to go over with the balance is A&D provides you with a spill guard shield. Most manufacturers don't include this. They charge, I don't know, we have one manufacturer that charges like $45 for this 1 liter piece of plastic. But this plastic cover is nice to protect your balance. But if you do have a major spill, the problem is if you're mixing like ink or epoxy, it could go underneath the balance. To each his own if they want to use them. I personally don't like the spill shields, but if you want it, it comes standard with the A&D balance. A couple other features on this balance include, I'm going to unplug the balance for a minute and show you. We'll just remove the platform. On the bottom of the balance, you'll notice we have two adjustable feet. So this is for the easy leveling, which is a nice feature. And then we have this little compartment here. This is the way below hook. So there's a hook right here, and one would hang a wire from this, and you could weigh magnetic material, or if you wanted to do specific gravity, or if you had a very long item, we'll say like I don't know, you had a peacock feather and then you wanted to put some dust on it, and you wanted to know the difference with the dust added to the peacock feather. So if that feather was 20 inches in length, you could use the way below feature, and by hanging the wire and then attaching the feather and then putting the dust on it, you could see the difference. We call that differential weighing. Another feature with this balance that we have is on the rear of the balance. This balance, it comes standard with an RS-232 interface. So every single one of the A&D FXI series comes with an RS-232 interface. And this would be used if you are buying the optional printer from A&D. You have to use their printer. It's the 8121B printer. And then also we have a USB interface. Now the USB interface is an option, but it's a great feature to have because this is a true USB interface. So there's no driver that you have to load onto your PC. And if you do purchase this option, A&D even supplies it with the cable. So this is a real true selling point for this balance. Competitor brands on the market, most of them are all using an emulated USB. This is a true USB, so you simply plug the balance into your PC and it would recognize it right away. A couple more features I wanted to go over on the balance. We've already talked about the multiple weigh modes. We spoke about the parts counting feature. This balance does operate only on AC adapter, and it's supplied with the AC adapter. There's no batteries. You have to plug it in on AC adapter. Another feature that A&D has over competitor brands is the ability to select a different calibration weight. Depending upon which model it is, typically you can select from either two or three different calibration weights. So like on the FX120, you can calibrate it with either a 50 gram or 100 gram. On the FX300 that we have here today, you could calibrate this with a 100 gram weight, a 200 gram weight, or a 300 gram weight. So it is user selectable. Now A&D also has the FXI series we're showing here today. On this model, this is the legal for trade unit. A lot of people, if you're a pharmacy and you're doing some compounding, they would want to have a legal for trade balance. Another market that a lot of people are buying these FXI series, they buy the 2000 typically, is for the medical marijuana market. And the medical marijuana market, they need a legal for trade balance. And this FXI series would meet the criteria, especially in the state of Colorado, where they require a balance that reads to 0.01 gram or greater. So you could buy an FX2000i and that would meet the requirement, or you could even buy an FX300i. The A&D series also comes in the FZ series. The FZ series has internal calibration versus this balance, the FXI, is external only. So you can, there's many choices. I think A&D, they have a myriad of models. Some have internal cal. This model has external cal. They also come in wash down. So it's a very diverse line. A big selling point that I'm always speaking about A&D is how well documented their user manual is. And so like if you were to buy this balance and you had a problem and you wanted to know how to communicate with the balance through the RS-232 interface, you can see A&D's manual is well documented, so any person could just read right through it. Everything in the manual is well illustrated, step-by-step examples, and again, if you go on our website, we have many of the manuals from the manufacturers, and you'll find that many other brands have very limited manuals. So it's almost like they're begging you to call them so that they have to send out a service technician and charge you an exorbitant amount just to set up your balance. A&D is a spectacular company. They have a facility in Georgia and in California. They have tech support that can walk you through right over the phone. Another feature that A&D has is a 5-year limited manufacturer warranty. So many brands now on the market have warranties that are very short. Some manufacturers are going as low as 1 year for a limited manufacturer's warranty. I wanted to show you some of the performance of this A&D milligram balance. So I'm going to put on a, we have here a weigh boat, and it's kind of hard from an angle to try to adjust this balance, so it's okay, I'm not going to bother. But I'm going to tear the balance, and I just wanted to show you with a force restoration balance, the performance that you get. I have my salt shaker, and I've covered a lot of the holes, so only one will send out some salt. And I just wanted to show you how decent this balance is performance-wise for picking up the weights and all that. So basically, if I throw salt on here, you'll see the balance moves right away, and when I stop, it stops. With strain gauge based balances, when you stop, the balance just keeps on moving. So the balance is extremely accurate. A lot of gun and ammo guys really would go with the A&D FXI series because it is a force restoration versus a strain gauge. So this is the A&D line. We're an authorized dealer. We've been selling the A&D line since 1995, and we would highly recommend that you choose A&D for your next balance. Thank you.